Hi, it's Mary Clare, Mystics by the Sea, and I'm going to do a reading for the month of July. Okay, a little numerology thrown in there. Okay, July is the seventh month, and that seven is very spiritual. It's an awakening number. It's a spiritual awakening number. It's an introspective number. It's a number of trust. The seven also reminds us, don't rush. All right. Don't focus on outward things, right? Don't focus on outward growth this month. It sounds kind of crazy, but this is more of an introspective month for you. So it's a year of it's a month of an awakening. It's a month of going within, do some meditation, anything that you just kind of use to quiet your mind and just quiet your mind. It's a month where you can slow down, you can reflect, reconnect with your inner truths. All right. Seven is that number of, he's a seeker. He's a seeker of knowledge, and he doesn't push anything. Seven doesn't push anything either. Okay. Now you couple that with the universal year. It goes from a 7 to an 8. Okay, because 2026 is one, university number 1. So it goes to an 8. So an 8 is the number of empowerment. So all of this is going to it's going to help you empower your year this year. Okay, by taking the time to reflect, go within. This is going to empower where your year is going, and there's where it will reflect in your outer growth. Okay, your outer expansion. You need to take this time to go within, and it will then reflect into your outer world. Okay, 8 is that number, like I said, of empowerment, courage, change. It's also financial stability and security. Okay, all right, so I'm going to pull some cards. Okay, all right, I think I'm going to do the star spread. Interesting. All right. So the energy, what is going on right now is a lot of people are at a crossroads. You're at a crossroads trying to figure out what you want and how you're going to get there. And the Two of Swords is always about choices and decisions, because it's the 2, it's the number of partnerships. But the Swords is that inner struggle and conflict that we feel. And the Two of Swords in particular, she has a blindfold on. So our choices and decisions, and we're at this crossroads, we don't know where it's going to take us. Okay, we really just don't even know where it's going to take us. We're kind of going blind. Okay, but one thing I do know about the Two of Swords is you have got to come to some inner decision, some inner resolutions. Maybe this is what you're to try to figure out this month. You have to come to some decisions within you in order for you to move forward. You have to decide something. It will help you to decide how you want to move forward, because you are at a crossroads. There is something that you have to just get moving on, make a choice. I always say the Two of Swords is someone she's just sitting on the fence because she just doesn't know which way to go. She wants the universe to tell her. She wants things. She wants the signs. She wants to know which way to go. And this Two of Swords is, you don't need outside signs, because your inner world is what's keeping you where you are. Okay, on that fence. So until you make some resolutions within you and choices within you about what you want, then you can move forward out here in your outer world. So it really goes with what I just said about the number 7 and 8. And then the influence around you is new ideas, new energy. Aces are new life, new beginnings, but they're thoughts, they're ideas. So what has been swirling through your mind that you have just to make a decision with the Two of Swords that you want to pursue and find out more about and do? This is like new way in relationships, new ideas, new ways of thinking in relationships, okay, that you will figure out as you go. It's also new creative ideas, okay? There's a lot of passion, excitement. There's a fire energy with the wands. So this is going to be very pleasantly pleasing to you as far as like, this is great. I love this. All right. You just have to make some decisions to move forward. But everything starts with a thought, and then the universe will follow you as you go, as it's time for you. All right? The universe will step in, give you your next, give you your next. But right now it's really up to you and what you decide. And then what you block is trusting yourself. 7 is that number of trust. Not just trusting other people. I'm talking about trusting yourself. He does have trust issues, okay? He is definitely the manipulator. So outside influences at one time have now probably made you kind of distrustful, like making the right decisions, okay? So the 7 is carrying swords, which represents struggle and conflict from our past. He's looking behind him, but he's moving forward, which means he's taking conflict and struggle from his past into his future. And it's how he's making his decisions. Put down these swords. Start trusting yourself. Once you learn to trust yourself, discernment is that number 7 also. Learn to discern, okay? Trust those feelings inside of you, because 7 is intuitive. They do get those feelings of peace or I should say peace, or like, that doesn't feel right. Learn how to work with those feelings, okay? We all have them. 7 is that number where you can really use them this month, okay? Learn to trust yourself. I think that's the biggest thing, all right? Where the one big block for a lot of people out there that are hearing this, learning to trust yourself. And those trust issues do come from your past that you need to kind of like, I don't know, learn how to heal that, figure that out, okay? All right. And then the energy that's there, what you should be doing right now is the Hermit. He's kind of goes within. He does go within, I should say. He's the 9. So things are coming to an end. A new phase is beginning. But he's finding that inner light, that inner guidance inside of him, which is that 7 number. Finding that spirit, you are creating, there's a spiritual awakening going on, but you have to go within to find it. Nobody's going to tell you. Nobody. All right. So that 7 is that number. The Hermit is that number of being alone, spending some time with your own thoughts, shutting the world out outside. That's why it's a very introspective month this month, because the Hermit he goes within. I don't want to say, no, I do want to say he becomes reclusive. I say with the Hermit too, that he, sometimes there's a feeling of like, what am I, depressed? Like, is this depression? No. You just need to like shut the outside world off this month and figure things out for yourself. Trust your own feelings, your own intuition, learn how to discern. And then you go from thoughts and ideas to manifesting it and creating it and growing in it. All right. So whatever it is that you are thinking of this month, all right, just take your time. Next month is going to be more of a month of actually like things happening that you will empower yourself in order for you to make these decisions. But this month you're just trying to figure out, but the potential is really maturing in it and doing very well, becoming very comfortable with who you are and what you're doing. Okay? Like really growing into that position. But from here, the very beginning of it to the very end of it takes a lot of time. Okay? So there's an awakening. And whenever there's awakening, there are big changes. Have a great day. Actually, have a great month.